สวัสดีครับผมเด็กชายอดุลสามออนครับ
Hello
เล่นตำแหน่งแบ็ค
ชนินวิบูลย์รุ่งเรือง My nickname is Tan. I'm playing like the Can you tell your age please
สวัสดีครับผมชื่อเด็กชายชนินวิบูลย์รุ่งเรืองชื่อเล่นชื่อตั้นครับเล่นตำแหน่งปีกซ้ายปีกขวาครับ
Hello
บอกอายุด้วย
มงคลเปี่ยม My nickname is Mark
อายุครับ
I'm playing center
อายุ
and
11
left
ปี
and
ครับ
right back
11 ปี
I am 13 years old
สวัสดีครับผมชื่อเด็กชายมงคลเปี่ยมครับชื่อเล่นชื่อมาร์คครับเล่นเซนเตอร์กับแบ็คขวาแบ็คซ้าย
I'm playing goalkeeper and center
เสียงดังเลยนะครับขอเสียงดังๆหน่อยครับ
สวัสดีครับผมชื่อเด็กชายเอกราชวงศ์สุขจันทร์ครับชื่อเล่นชื่อบิวครับเล่นตำแหน่งเซนเตอร์กับผู้รักษาประตูครับ
ครับเชิญครับ
พิรพัฒน์สมเพียรใจ
สวัสดีครับผมชื่อเด็กชายดวงเพชรพรหมเทพครับชื่อเล่นชื่อดอมครับเล่นกองหน้า
My position is back and goalkeeper
สวัสดีครับ
Hello
นายพิรพัฒน์สมเพียรใจครับชื่อเล่นชื่อนายครับเล่น
I'm playing
ตำแหน่ง
center
แบ็คครับลอกและโกครับ
Hello มันโนประจักษ์สุธรรม My
สวัส
nickname
ดี
is
ครับ
No
ผมชื่อเด็กชายพิวัฒน์โพธิครับชื่อเล่นชื่อนิกครับเล่นตำแหน่งเซนเตอร์ครับ
Helloพนุมาสามปี My nickname is
สวัสดีครับผมชื่อเด็กชายประจักษ์สุธรรมครับชื่อเล่นชื่อโน้ตครับเล่นตำแหน่งปีกซ้ายครับ
นัทวุฒิ
สวัสดีครับ
My
ชื่อ
nickname
เด็ก
is
ชายพนุมาแสงดีครับ
I play
ชื่อเล่นชื่อมิก
center
ครับเล่นตำแหน่งเซนเตอร์ครับ
สมพังษ์ชวงศ์
สวัสดีครับ
My nickname is พงษ์ the left wing
ครับเล่นตำแหน่งเซนเตอร์ครับ
What about the big seal You can say you can just give us a nickname
ชื่อเล่นชื่อพงษ์ครับเล่นตำแหน่งปีกซ้ายครับ
And Dr. Park that you spend 9 days with the kids for 9 days at the Nom Sao Ledge
ซิล3ท่านกับหมอพังที่ไปอยู่กับเด็ก9 วัน
My name is
อยู่ที่
พี่ใบเตย The most beautiful one in the cave
แนะนำเท่าที่แนะนำ
Hello
ได้
I'm Tom
สวัสดีครับ
เดี๋ยวก่อนทำไมต้องใส่แว่นดำครับ
ผมชื่อพี่ใบเตยครับสวยที่สุดในถ้ำครับ
สวัสดีครับป้อมครับสวัสดีครับผม
I would like to know who
ผมอยากรู้ก่อนอื่นเลยพอเจอหมูป่าว่าใครเป็นคนประกาศตอบนักดำน้ำฝรั่ง13อยากทราบไหมครับว่าคนไหนที่ฝรั่งถามว่า how many of you แล้วมีเสียงหนึ่งใช่ไหมครับ13ใครครับ
and how could you understand him and reply straight away you didn't think that you were in England would you can you tell us that the minute that you saw him My name is Adul Sam-on
ไม่ใช่ครับ
It happened in the evening we were digging on the top and we heard somebody talking and Mr. Ek said that be quiet because he heard that there's somebody talking but we didn't think that it was we didn't know whether it was real so we stopped and listened but as it turned out it happened it was real I was shocked so I told Mick to go down yes Why did you ask your friend to ask Mick to go down? Because Mick was holding a torch. So I told Mick to go down very quickly because we heard the noise. Are we afraid that they were walk past us? So I grabbed the torchlight and then went down quickly. So I said hello. Did you say? I heard the hello first, but I did not see him first. So yes, when we heard them because they submerged, they got out of the water and then they were saying something. I thought they were Thai. I thought they were officers, But when they got out of the water, so I found that they were English. I didn't know what to say to them, so I just say hello. And then what happened next? It was miracle. It was a miracle. I was shocked. I had to think about the question. When he got up, he asked, how are you? And I said, I'm okay. And I was shocked. And then I said, can I help you? And the person said, no, just go up. Did he ask how many of you? Yes, I heard that. So I heard that clearly. So I said that we have 13. แล้วเขาก็ตอบว่า brilliant. That means brilliant. Meaning that yes, brilliant. That there were 13 altogether. And then I heard that you said, translate. Who said that? Coach. Could you tell us what happened? At the time, Adul talked to the foreigners, but I didn't understand English, and Bill would not translate. So I asked Adul to translate, but they would not translate. So they continue to talk. So that's why I asked, who knows English? Please translate. What's it translated? So Bill did translate. They also said that do it quickly, translate quickly. And then what happened? And then I said that okay, I didn't quite understand. Calm down. I told the coach to calm down. I told Ti to calm down. Stay cool. Long Bill told Piti to stay cool, to calm down. Yeah, we were very happy. We were very glad. It's the first hope since you entered the cave in 10 days. After that, what happened? After he said brilliant, and then they asked us to go to the ledge. Yes, and then he asked how many days have you been in the cave? We said 10 days. If I'm not wrong, he asked how many days. Yep, how many people you were there in the cave? I said 10. Yes, at the time my brain was very slow. We have been in the cave for 10 days. Yeah, because I didn't know what to say. I couldn't go anywhere. Yeah, say hungry. Who shouted hungry? Bill. Bill, did you shout hungry? Yes, when you saw someone, what came to your head is hungry, right? That would make your heart, you were very happy. After you didn't know what was going to happen to you in the cave. But another thing I would like to know. But did you have a chance to watch the World Cup final, the World Cup final? Did you watch live? How did you find it? It's fun. I heard that the people. I heard the cheer. People were cheering very loudly. The loudest one was not marked. Who did you support? France. Brilliant. First of all, I didn't think much about it, but when I saw my favorite player score, I was very happy. I like Griezmann. because he's very good at on that day, yes, we were allowed, and the doctors allow us to watch, and even the doctors, they were separated into the group because there were some who supported Croatia. Most people supported Croatia, but I supported. This is the first time you watch football since you left the cave. You're very happy? Why did you, to start with, why did you go to the cave? Who would like to answer? I will answer. Somebody asked you to go in? No, nobody asked me to. Well, we talked, we talked earlier on. Yeah, we discussed that. Yes, one of them said that shall we go to Tham Luang cave, and then we agreed that we would go to the cave. Yes, and then we set up the program. So after that, so we communicate through Facebook that we plan to go to the cave. We warm up, we prepare ourselves, and then we will go to the cave for educational tour, because a lot of people would like to see the inside the cave. I myself have been into the cave before, but a lot of members had not been there. Yeah, we had been into the cave before. We have been quite deep into the cave. This time we went. We were there before with some of the members. At the time, we experienced the same problem, similar problem. So at the time there was water. So I did go in. I did try. So and then we saw water. So we said that we would go there just for 1 hour, and then we planned to leave before 5 o'clock because Tan had to have a special tuition. So there's nothing about a birthday celebration there. Yes, about that night said that it's my birthday today. And then he said that my birthday, I had to go back home before 5 o'clock because so I had to go back home before 5 o'clock because my parents had a birthday party for me. All the members can come with me. So after we went to the cave and we got stuck in the cave. When did you find out that you were stranded in the cave? What time? At the time, we went ahead. We went further than the Nom Sao ledge. But at the moment, we didn't know what it was called. There was water there. And then we asked whether we should go in to explore. But if we go in, we had to swim. But if we swim, we had to become wet, to get wet. And then we asked whether we should try. And they volunteer to go in, to swim in, to see whether it was okay. Most members can swim, but only few of them not very strong. So when it said that they didn't know how to swim, this is not true. No, that is not true, because normally after we had a football training, we would take them for a swim. So the situation was getting worse. So the level of the water was increased because at the time we didn't know whether the water was rising. So Ti was swimming. So Ti said that okay, I'm on the shore now, so you could come and join us. So after that, I just followed them to check whether we could go further. So when we got to where Ti was, I checked the distance whether we could go further. So we asked whether should we go further because there's water there as well. If we went further, we had to swim there. So but I looked at the watch at the time, but it was beyond 1 hour already. So I asked Ti, because it was beyond 1 hour already. So we agreed to ourselves that we would go back. So we agreed that okay, we will come again when we have a chance, but that time we will go back. So we heard Bill. So when we reached to a point, so we heard Bill shouting that there was a water. Somebody shouted, "Are we lost?" So I said that no, definitely we are not lost because there is only one direction. So we said, oh, this is the entrance. So I told Ti that I would check. So I asked Ti, Mike, Adul, hold on to a rope. So I touched the rope. So I touched the rope, and then I said that if I pull the rope twice, it means that I could leave. I managed to leave the cave. So I did try to go out to dig. So I felt at the time that at the time I thought that there was something wrong. So I pulled the rope. So they know that we have to find a new way out. How do you feel? Because you were inside as well. I was scared. I was scared that I could not go home, and I was scared that I got told off by my mom. At the what did you think at the time? I thought that we shouldn't have lost. I believe that we could find a way out. I thought at the time that we could manage to get out. Was it dark at the time? Yes, it was quite dark. At the time, what you were thinking at the time? I tried to stay calm, and I tried to think of the way to get out. I told everyone, fight on, don't despair. This is a So when you pull the rope, because you did not hear each other, you could not see each other. So you wouldn't be able to hear one another. So you had to pull the rope. But if you have the water, if the cave is full of water, you would not be able to hear one another. So I pulled the rope twice, and then the children knew that yes, we had to find a new direction, new way. So we went on the ledge. So they asked how are we going to do it. So we start digging. So we started to find rocks and start digging. At the time, it was almost 5 p.m. And we continued to dig. But the more we dig, there's no sign that the water would decrease. So Ti whispered to me that should we find somewhere to sleep, because it was getting dark. At the time, it was 6 p.m. So I said, okay, so we should find somewhere to sleep. So I said to them, don't be scared, because this is like the water will go down tomorrow. So we plan to stay overnight. What about food? And we don't have any food because we didn't prepare for anything. We didn't prepare the food because we just. So we left that place. So we saw the water dripping from somewhere. So I said that we should stay near the water source. So before we went to sleep, I told the children. So we should pray. Because what do you think at the time? At the time, we were not scared. We thought that the next day the water will go down, and then there will be people looking for us. How do you survive? How did you survive when you were in the cave? I took them to find the way out, and I tried to boost their morale. I look after them, and we find water to drink. How did you find the water? From the rock on top. Is it clean, the water? Yes, it's clean. How did it taste? It's just like just like water. We had only water, not food. But there was no food. What about the next day? How did you go find food? No, we just drank water. How do you feel that your body started to become weak? The first day we didn't feel that. We didn't feel. But after 2 days, we started to feel weak. And Coach Ek told everyone to stay still, to conserve energy. And for the torch, you have to use economically. How did you do it? So I told we told those who have a torch that still have a battery, turn it off first, so that it can be used later on. So you think that how many days could you survive in the cave before you after 10 days? After 10 days, who felt weak, who felt like they were not, they had to do something because they would not cope anymore. Yeah, everyone. How did it feel? Yeah, they felt work. They felt that they had no energy. What about the smallest one, the youngest one? Well, how were you? Yeah, I fainted. Yes, I had no energy. I was weak. I was hungry. How did you feel when you were very hungry? I try not to think about food, but because thinking about food, what do you think about then? I try not to think about fried rice and Thai paste. What about you? What do you think? What did you think at the time? What was your condition at the time? I tried to fill my stomach with water. What did you do when you were free time? When we had time, we just start digging the wall, the cave wall. How did you dig it? We managed to dig like 3 meters, 3-4 meters. we were digging to find a way out. So it was on the 5th day or 4th or 5th day at the time. So we talked among ourselves to find the way out. Should we go? We talked whether we should go ahead in the front because some of the children just like build on. They used to have a camping in Tham Luang, and then they were told that there were another way out at the end of the cave, but it was quite far away. So we asked them whether we should try. So, but if we decided to go that way, so if it did not work, so we will find a dead end. So we retreat. So we thought what to do. So one is just to stay put, and then waiting to be rescued, and then we heard the sound of the water. So we tried to be quiet. So we found that there was the water flowing. So I told them to go on the ledge. So we went to Nom Sao ledge. So less than 1 hour. So the water has increased. We didn't hear it. We didn't hear the rain. After that, so after we found out that we were stranded there, so we knew that we got stuck there. So the second option is to dig the wall of the cave to find the way out. At least we were doing something to try to get out, not only waiting. So we took turn. So we took turn to dig until late to the night. So there is no food, there is no water. So but before we went to dig, we drank a lot of water because we would stay there all day, and then we would come down in the evening to the ledge that near the water. At the time, the water started to become clear, so we drank water there. So after the British rescuer got there, so we started operation to rescue the kids. So what is this operation? After we found the kids, the SEAL members dived to see them, and then there were 4 of us to stay behind to look after them. So we tried to nurse them back into health. So we were thinking about the operation. So we thought that the option that we took them out the same way to dive back to the entrance was impossible. So we think about digging from the top. So we thought that would be the safest way to take them out. Another option is that we wait for the water to subside. So what we heard from Jason, divers who brought food, so he said it would take about 1 or 2 weeks. First option is to wait, and the second is to use the mask and then took the kids out. So then I wait for their decision, because I was thinking that whether could they dive out because they were still quite young. But in the end, you decided to take them out. But this is the first operation that happened in the world. The 3 SEAL members were staying behind with the kids. Can you tell us why that you were kind of wearing few clothes when you were there? Well, what do you think about Pi Bai Tơi? He was only wear underwear. Why Pi Bai Tơi was like that? Because his wetsuit was wet, and he didn't prepare. He didn't bring his trousers, his pants with him, so he was only wear underwear. So, how did you feel when you saw him? You think that he was? Yeah, I thought it was quite funny. So what happened? First of all, for this operation, for the SEAL director, we said that if we could not manage to find the kid, we would not turn back. When I went in there, I didn't wear the helmet, so my head banged the walls quite often. I was thinking at the time that we had to make it. So when I knew that we found the children, so we went there straight away. When we first there, we just test them. So we asked them whether they want to fight. At first, they did not. They were quiet. So they just test them. So. So when I got there, I just took off all my clothes because at the time I was wearing a foil and then because there was I had torch, I had medicines, and then when I got there, and I have to distribute all this stuff to the kids. The blankets, the first batch, there wasn't enough stuff to give all the kids. It was quite damp there, so if that without a mat, so they could not sleep. So I gave everything to the kids. So I used all the clothes to wrap around my waist. So I could say that he was very sexy, he's the sexiest man. So because you spent 9 days with the kids, so you must have some kind of bonding. So I heard that you started to keep them busy by playing games like chess. So yeah, we play chess, and Pi Bai Tơi was a champ in the cave. So why did you lose? I don't know. But I try to remember his method. He go like triangle way. What is your memory of SEAL members, of the Navy SEAL? Yes, I feel like they are my family. So when we were there, we were living, we were staying like a family. We ate together, we slept together. What about others? I feel like they are my dads. Yep, they're like my dads, and because people call me son.
Just to let you know that you're watching BBC News. If you're watching the BBC News channel, there you can continue watching this remarkable news conference in northern Thailand as those 12 boys and their football coach speak for the first time about their ordeal in that cave and how they were eventually rescued. Some have been shy, some more chatty, but universally smiling and looking in remarkably good health after what they went through. So that's on the BBC News channel. If you're on BBC One, you'll next see the 1 o'clock news with Clive Murray.
Particularly like me, but Mike Bong, of 9 days, for 9 days, we share, either we be food or we had to find ways to keep them busy, to make them safe. I have a son myself. So I see them like because they are similar age as my son. So we started to bond. We just feel like we are family. There's so many good feelings, also sad feelings. So yeah, about Ja Sam, about Sergeant Sam. So the children would like to talk about Ja Sam. I feel sorry. Another thing is, I was very impressed that he was ready to sacrifice us, all the wild ball team members. They sacrificed to rescue us. So for all of us, when we heard the news that there was someone who sacrificed, who died, we were shocked. We didn't thought it was real. So when we were very sad, we felt that we were the cause of his death. We were the cause of his family's loss. There's also pictures. There are also drawings, and also there are drawings on. A message for Ja Sam. Okay, the doctor said to me that Ja Sam's children were here. So what shall we do? So we like to write something for the family. So we started writing something for Ja Sam and his family. Would you like to read the few of the entries? What about the youngest one? He can come and read the entries there, the text there. Could you read loudly? Please, please convey our condolence. We hope, we wish him in rest in peace, and thank you for your sacrifice for us. And feel sorry. We want condolences to the family. We like to thank both Ja Sam and his family. We hope that Ja Sam will have sleep well, and we hope that he hope that he is in a good place. We thank from the bottom of our heart from คุณจันทวงศ์
ครับเป็นสิ่งที่ผมเชื่อว่าเด็กๆจะไม่มีวันลืมถึงเหตุการณ์ที่เกิดขึ้นไม่ว่าจะเป็นทาง
So I think that the children will not be able to forget all this.
เศร้าสลดเป็นบทเรียน
So both like
บทเรียน
their
ทุกคนในสัง
experience
คมจะ
and
ถอดบท
the
เรียนจากเหตุการณ์ครั้งนี้อยากจะให้หมูป่าใครก็ได้หลายๆคนบอกว่าบทเรียนครั้งนี้สำหรับตัวหมูป่าเอง
I would like Mupa, our Waibor members to convey to tell us about their experience,
เชิญก่อนโค้ชเอก
about their
เชิญก่อน
memory. So start with Coach
ก็คือ
Ed.
ก่อนอื่นก็คือซาบซึ้ง
The lesson
ทุกท่านทุกคน
this time is I'm very grateful to everyone.
และก็คือจะใช้สติอย่างมีประโยชน์แล้วคือใช้ชีวิตอย่างคุ้มค่าที่
And I will live my life in the full.
ภายในครั้งนี้ก็คือจะใช้ชีวิตอย่าง
And I use this.
ไม่ประมาทถ้าจะทำอะไรก็คือ ต้องเช็คให้ดีก่อนว่า
I will be more careful with my life, and whatever I will do, I will have to check whether it is okay. So what is lesson from this
ก็ได้เรียน
experience?
รู้อะไรหลายอย่าง
I have learned many things about
ทุกข์ภัยครั้งนี้ครับ
ครับ
about this
และเราเองจะ
incident.
ตั้งปณิธานว่าตัวเราเองจะทำยังไงหลังจากเหตุการณ์นี้ครับ
What do you think that you would do?
ครับเชิญครับ
I would be a good person for society.
สำหรับผมเองก็
For me,
ผมคิดว่าการที่เราประมาทในชีวิตของตนเนี่ยมันเป็นสิ่งที่เป็นสิ่งที่เราไม่ได้คาดคิดไว้ว่าจะเกิดอะไรขึ้น
for me,
และเราก็ไม่รู้ว่าในด้านหน้าเรา
the
จะเจอกับอะไร
carelessness.
แต่ประสบการณ์ครั้
For
งนี้
me,
ทำให้
we
ผ
have
ม
to
ได้
be
รู้ว่า
careful with life. But this experience, from this
ใช้ชี
experience,
วิตที่ไม่คิดก่อนทำเป็นสิ่งที่
to live carelessly, to do.
ให้กับเราในวันข้างหน้าครับผมก็
So our action, we have to think before we do something, because without thinking, there will be consequences. After this, I will live my life to the full. I will make the most of my life.
เคยมีความฝันอย่างหนึ่งวันนี้หลังจากประสบการณ์นั้นแล้วความฝันเราเปลี่ยนไหมครับ
Yeah, before you went into the cave, you had a dream. So what about now? Did your dream change at all? What is your dream? To be a professional footballer. Yes, I would like to be a professional footballer. You think that this experience strengthened you? You think that you have more determination? You think that you should do more something that's you should do something more that make you stronger? Yes, stronger and patience.
แล้วบทเรียนสำหรับเราและสำหรับคนอื่นครั้งนี้คืออะไรบ้าง
ก็
So what is the lesson for you and for others?
ถือว่าเป็นประสบการณ์
This experience,
ในตัวของผม
this is my major experience,
คุณค่า
and I have learned the value of things
ในตัวของผมด้วยครับ
in myself,
ครับ
แล้วประสบการณ์ครั้งนี้ก็ทำให้ผมอดทน
and this experience
ขึ้น
makes me stronger.
ต่อครับ
And
เชิญครับสั้นๆครับทุกคน
ผมก็อยากทำตามความฝันเหมือนเดิมครับที่อยากเป็นนักฟุตบอล
I would like to follow my dream. I would like to be a footballer, but I would like to do other occupation to join the Navy SEAL.
ในนี้หลังจากเหตุการณ์ครั้งนี้ใครอยากจะเป็น
After this experience, who would like to be a SEAL member, the Navy SEAL? I would like to be a professional footballer and SEAL members. Can you be both? Yes, no problem. What about the one on top? I would like to have a high education, and I would like to be a professional footballer. I would like to be a professional footballer as well, and I would like to join the Navy SEALs. I would like to help people. I don't know what to think. I like to finish my education first. I would like to finish my education, and I would like my parents to be proud, and I would like to be a professional footballer. I would like to have the highest education, and I would like to be a professional footballer. I would like to have good education, and I would like to join a national team. If someone asks you to go back to the cave, would you like to go? Personally, if they ask me, I might not want to go. But if some organizations ask me to be a guide, and I might be tempted, but I would just wait in front of the cave, and then I let them go in by themselves. No, I don't want to go anymore. I heard that your concern was that you would not be able to finish your homework on time. But I haven't met my teacher yet. So why did you so concerned about your homework? Because my teacher gave me a lot of homework to do. What about the governor? So have the province made any preparation? Yes, of course. When we have this incident in the area, we will have to organize something. We have to manage something for the government. So in the cave, they have someone to look after them. At the hospital, they have some doctors to look after them. So when they get home, so they would have someone to keep an eye on them. Today, by law, just like as Children Act, according to Children Act, so there will be provincial there will be people to look after the children. So they will work together with the with the health authorities and the other organizations. So the chief district will be informed. So they will have the meeting, and then there will be reports, and then they will be looked after until they are fully recovered. Okay, you're gonna go home soon. What would you like to do as soon as you get home? What would you like to do first? I heard that you would like to eat stir fry and pork. Have you eaten? I would like to eat bread, chocolate, and crispy pork, stir fry. We haven't eaten yet. I would like to eat pork belly stew. Have you eaten? Have you? Yes, I did. Yep. I did. I had porridge. And Yes, you spoke in your sleep that you wanted to eat porridge.
ว่าจะเอาน้องออกก่อนเนี่ยวันแรก6 คนน้องมาร์คเนี่ยอยู่ใน1 ใน 6 คนแรกเลยครับอยู่ใน1 ใน 6 คนแรกปรากฏว่าวันแรกเนี่ย
Yeah, after we talked to Dr. Harris, and the first day we had limited equipment, so we could only take out 4 kids. So for the second day, so Mark was the first because Mark was the youngest, so he had to wait. So he had to leave the last day, the last batch. But he was disappointed for 2 days, for 2 days already, because he could not get out first. So he started talking in his sleep. He started to saying that he wanted to eat porridge. So who was the one who chose which children will come out first? So we will talk. We will discuss. We also discuss with the SEAL member. So the SEAL said that whoever first, that's not serious. So we pick. So we pick.
เขาอยู่ไกลบ้านเขาอยู่ไกลมากแล้วก็คือที่วางโปรแกรมก็คือพอออกไปแล้วน้องๆเขาจะปั่นจักรยานกลับบ้านโอ้โหฝันหวานเลยปั่นจักรยานปั่นบ้าน
So we pick those who live further away from the cave first.
ออกมานะแล้วก็อีกอย่างก็คือให้เตรียมกับข้าวรอไว้ด้วย
So we said to them that if they got out first, so you go and tell other people's families and then prepare food for them. So those who live further from the cave will go out first. Is that right? So yes, we asked them. We asked them to go out first to break the news to those outside the cave. Yeah, I came out for second batch. There's the second batch who live furthest from the cave. So is that how you pick the boys to come out first? Yes, it's like that. So it depends on them. So you didn't take into the consideration their health or who's strongest first, who's the weakest. For the selection, I talked to Dr. Harris. So because everybody was in good health, so there was no complications. So everybody was okay. So we discussed how or who would go out first. So Dr. Harris said that it did not matter who would go out first. So that was why I asked Ek to pick. And then I asked for volunteers who would like to. I asked them to raise their hands if they wanted to go out first. Yeah, because most of the kids at the time, most of the kids did not want to leave the cave because they started to bond with the SEAL member. So they might not want, they might not bond with the SEAL, but they might just after sweets.
กลับบ้านเจอคุณพ่อคุณแม่ประโยคแรกที่จะบอกกับคุณพ่อคุณแม่
So what are you going to say to your parents when you see them? What the first thing you're going to say to them? I would like to say sorry. That's I did not listen to them. Yeah, she's here. My mom is here. Is he stubborn? No. Yes, I would like to.
เราจะพูดกับคุณพ่อคุณแม่
ก็ขอโทษครับที่
The first sentence, you,
ตอนที่เข้าทำผม
yes, I'm gonna say I like to say sorry because I did not tell them. I did not tell them that I was going to the cave. I only told them that I was going to warm up. I was going to play football to warm up. I would like to say sorry to my parents because I just told them that I went to play football. So but I put a torch in my bag because if I told them that I was going to the cave, I would not have been able to go in. I would like to say sorry as well that I did not tell them. I simply told them that I went to play football.
ก็อยากขอโทษพ่อแม่ครับที่ไปแค่ซ้อมบอล
I would like to say sorry to my parents because I only told them that I was going to play football. I didn't go to the cave. Yes, I would like to say sorry to them that I was stubborn and that I didn't tell them that I was going to the cave. I told them that I was going to do a football warm up.
อยากจะขอโทษครับวันนั้นแค่บอกว่าจะไปเตะ
I would like to say sorry. I told them that I was going to play football.
ผมอยากขอโทษครับเพราะผมบอกผิดถ้ำ
I'd like to say sorry. I told him the wrong cave.
ผมบอกว่าจะไปตรงถ้ำขุนน้ำครับผมไม่ได้บอกว่าถ้ำหลวง
I told them that I would go to Tham Luang. So I didn't tell them that it was Tham Luang. They must have looked for all the caves. I would like to say sorry as well. I told them that I went to play football, and then later on I just sneaked into the cave. I did not tell them. I'm sorry.
ผมก็อยากขอโทษพ่อแม่ครับที่บอกว่า
I would like to say sorry to my parents because I told them that I went to play football. I did not tell them that I was going into a cave. When I was into the cave, I was thinking that my father would give me a good tell off, and which I deserved it.
ผมก็อยากขอโทษเหมือนกันครับ
I would like to say sorry to them as well, and I would like to tell them I love them, and
การที่เราไม่บอกตรงๆต่อพ่อแม่มันเป็นสิ่ง
and then I know now that if I did not tell them the truth from the start, it will disappoint me later. I would like to say sorry to them as well, because I knew that when I was there, I thought that I will get a good tell off from my mom.
บอกกับพ่อแม่อย่างไร
ก็ส่วนใหญ่นะ
Yes. When you get home,
ทุกคนก็บอกว่า
what you gonna tell your
ผมออก
parents?
ไปเนี่ยผมโดนพ่อแม่ด่าแน่ๆและอีกอย่างทุกคน
Yeah, most of them when they were in the cave, they said that they would get a good tell off
แต่นี้เราเริ่มมาติดกันนาน
by the parents
เป็น10 วันละผมว่าออก
because
ไปนี่รับรอง
we had been in there for 10 days. So when we got out, they would have to sleep in front of the house rather than get into the house.
และคิดกันหรือยังว่า
So from now on, will you still be
บวชให้กับ
stick together? And I have heard that you are going to ordain for จ่าแซม
เพราะว่าออกไปเนี่ยจะไปบวช
Yes.
เพื่ออุทิศส่วนบุญกุศลให้จ่าแซม
Yes, we have heard from the parents that they'll be ordained to
ครับผมพร้อม
give
ใจกันหมดว่าทุกคนก็
for จ่าแซม
ศึกษาว่าพวกผมเขา
Yeah, everybody was happy
ก็ได้
that they were ready to ordain. How many days?
บวชหมู่เลยใช่ไหมครับ
บวชหมู่เลยครับบวชหมู่แล้วก็ ทีเดียว
So everybody will ordain at the same
ที่
time.
สำคัญคือว่าอยากจะถาม
The last question,
ว่าจากนี้ไป
we'd like to ask the psychiatrist and the psychologist.
ควรจะ
So from now on, there are things that children should do or should not do, and then the people who approach the children ask them question what sort of thing they should avoid. So I would like the children to go back to normal life as soon as possible, to go to school, to do homework. There's no beverage that make them feel uncomfortable. I like to ask everyone to give them time, to give them space, to give them time to be with the family, to the school, and the activities that they love. What about the questions about their experience in the cave? So we please give them time to and then allow them to refuse to answer difficult questions. From my experience with them, they are good kids. They play sports. They're good. They concentrate. They focus on their studies. Yeah, they have a set goal for their lives, even they're still young. So their doctor said that it's worth saving them or helping them. So for the outside world, there might be something to obstruct their development. So it is important for them to go back to a normal life. It is important for them to be able to play football. So for them to go back to normal life, it would help them with their development. Because they are good kids already, and then when they grow up, they would be useful to society. I heard the team that there are 4 members that still hasn't got Thai nationality. So what are we going to do with this? I have heard that they have already submitted their application to the district office. So yes, we have to go through all this application. This is the answer from the Bible members that we have waited for a long time. We are happy that they are ready to go home. They keep their humor, they keep their dreams, and then they keep their childhood, and they would like to go back to their normal life. Thank you for all the questions, and of course, the governor said that the most important thing is the success of the operations depends on the king. Yes, because of the king's was concerned about all the 13 members, and the support from the world. I would like to say thank you. And I would like the members to pay respect to the king, and it's all right.
ก็เสียงปรบมือให้กับทุกๆท่านบนเวทีนี้ครับ